a boy who fell in love with electronics. Did he know that one day he would build the world's biggest technology giant? Then how did a disaster force him to leave it? He made 3 products that astonished everyone and stirred up a storm in the tech industry. A company that was saved from bankruptcy and became the largest technology company in the world, even until today. But all of these, who is behind them? See the astonishing epic behind Apple's success in the following. During his childhood, Steve Jobs had a profound interest in electronics and creating various inventions. He would spend hours in his father's garage, working with electronic parts to build devices such as electric shock machines, long-distance telephones, and home tape recorders. This interest planted the seed of an idea in his mind from a young age, the concept of creating a computer for the public to use. Getting to know Steve Wozniak and making a joint decision to build a more affordable computer. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who had been friends since high school, were both bright and hardworking boys with a keen interest in designing and building electronic devices. Jobs and Wozniak later decided to start a small business selling electronic parts. They worked together in the garage of Jobs' parental home and were able to turn a good profit. However, they had a bigger ambition. The 2 young inventors wanted to produce a computer for the general public at an affordable price. They knew the computer industry was growing, and if they could provide a computer that was more affordable and had better features, they would succeed. The establishment of Apple and the introduction of the first product of this company, Apple. To this end, in 1976, they founded Apple and released their prototype computer, Apple I. Unfortunately, despite interesting features like its sleek and compact design, Apple I had issues such as a high price and a lack of useful applications, which meant it did not sell well. But Jobs and Wozniak did not give up so easily. They launched their next computer model, Apple II, at a more affordable price, and it was better received. This product led the fledgling Apple company to its initial success. In the early 1980s, despite the initial growth, Apple faced stiff competition from technology giants like IBM and Microsoft. These companies offered cheaper products and more user-friendly software. MB and Microsoft companies. IBM and Microsoft were the titans of the personal computer and software industry at the time and held a major share of the market. The main reasons for these companies' popularity included offering prices more affordable than Apple's, the capability to upgrade and update hardware components, and compatibility with various software types. In addition to these competitions, there was a lot of conflict between executive managers, particularly between Steve Jobs and then CEO John Sculley. Jobs wanted to downsize the company and focus on a few key products, while other managers wanted to expand the range of products and venture into new areas. Eventually, these differences led the entire company's board of directors to dismiss Jobs from his position as CEO due to his inflexible management style. After Jobs' forced departure in 1985, Apple went into a poor financial and managerial situation for the next 10 years. After Jobs, several other CEOs came and went, but none could bring Apple out of the crisis, to the point where the company was on the brink of bankruptcy. The glorious return of Jobs and the production of several key products that revolutionized Apple. But in 1997, everything changed. With the return of Jobs, he immediately took over the leadership of the company and began reviving Apple with bold decisions and appropriate strategies such as focusing on producing a few superior products instead of a mass production of weak ones, optimizing the company's structure and laying off unnecessary employees, investing in the development of new and innovative products, introducing iMac iPod and iPhone, creating a revolution in the industry. Steve Jobs, after rebuilding Apple, decided to bring 3 completely innovative products to the market to once again assert Apple's dominance in the technology sector. The 3 products surprised everyone in a short time and with extraordinary clarity. How Jobs had designed and manufactured these products. In 2001, Jobs assigned a team to design a portable music player. After extensive research, they built a prototype that could store thousands of songs. Then, using compact hardware and a simple user interface, the first iPod model was released. Besides this, the small, light, and beautiful design of the iPod, along with the use of a scroll wheel for song control, created a new and exciting user experience. The laptop that revolutionized an entire industry. In the early 2000s, Jobs realized that despite the presence of laptops, there was still a need for a device that was slim, light, and extremely portable. He ordered a group of Apple's best hardware and software engineers to design this product. They drew various designs for months, made prototypes, and tested them. Finally, after a great deal of effort, the first version of the MacBook was built with a thickness of less than half a centimeter and weighing 1.36 kilograms and introduced in 2006. The MacBook, with its revolutionary features, transformed portable laptops. Its 12-hour battery life, attractive design, and incredibly small dimensions led to a storm of acclaim, making the MacBook a phenomenon and a legend. Apple revolutionized phones by designing and launching the iPhone, the first smartphone bringing the internet into your pocket, and it rapidly became a global phenomenon. It was in the mid-2000s that Apple's research and development team, under the leadership of Steve Jobs, was busy designing a smart mobile phone. This was Apple's third major product after Jobs returned to Apple. They wanted to create a phone that was not only aesthetically pleasing, but also incorporated cutting-edge technologies like a touchscreen and wireless internet. After months of hard work, the first-generation iPhone was finally unveiled in 2007. Its multi-touch screen, unified design, and compact size made the iPhone a truly unique innovation. People were completely captivated by the iPhone's innovative features such as the ability to make video calls or use wireless internet. The iPhone quickly became a global phenomenon and the best-selling smartphone. The long queues to purchase an iPhone on its initial release days indicated an overwhelming public reception. With the launch of the iPad, Apple's revolutionary entry into the tablet market, Steve Jobs once again took the tech world by storm. Several years after the iPhone's release, Steve Jobs and Apple's creative team decided to create a new mid-range device between a laptop and smartphone. This was the fourth best-selling Apple product that Jobs decided to build. They wanted to draw on the iPhone's touchscreen technology to design a tablet with a larger display. Finally, with considerable effort, the first model of the iPad hit the market in 2010. The device was only 0.5 inches thick and was the most beautiful and efficient tablet ever made. People could hardly believe that a plethora of applications and features could fit into such a slim device. The iPad managed to create a whirlwind of excitement in the tablet market and became the world's best-selling tablet. The unprecedented popularity and acceptance of the iPad were promising signs of a bright future for Apple. The increase in Apple stock value and becoming the biggest and most profitable technology company in the world. Indeed, the company's growth and phenomenal success after introducing four key products, the iPod, iPhone, iPad, and MacBook, were remarkable. After the launch of these products one after the other from 2001 to 2010, Apple entered a new phase of unprecedented growth and success. Apple's annual revenue increased from about $5 billion in 2001 to over $200 in 2011, just 1 year after the iPad's release, indicating a 40-fold growth. Apple's market value and share also increased dramatically. Apple became the largest and most profitable technology company in the world and continues to lead as one of the biggest companies globally. Therefore, these four products have been the main driving force behind Apple's impressive progress and growth, all thanks to Steve Jobs' prudent and right decisions, which turned Apple into the largest company in the world. In 2011, Apple entered a new era of creativity and innovation. The launch of cloud services like iCloud and Apple Music alongside new hardware products, such as the Apple Watch and iPad Pro, as well as subsequent generations of iPhones and iPads, has ensured Apple's enduring vibrancy over the past decade. Concurrent with the introduction of new products and services, Apple has consistently focused on enhancing the quality and security of its operating systems and software. iOS and macOS have consistently been at the forefront as the most secure and user-friendly operating systems. In addition to technology and innovation, attention to social and environmental issues has always been a priority for Apple. Its focus on the environment, green energies, and reducing carbon emissions has given it an edge over many competitors. The death of Steve Jobs and the formation of the Cook team and the developments of Apple products. Steve Jobs, after years of unparalleled leadership at Apple, passed away in 2011 at the age of 56. Until his last moments, he fought his illness to continue working and fulfilling his mission of advancing Apple's goals. His death is considered the greatest loss for the technology community, and it has left a profound impact on the company's employees, fans, and customers. However, his successor, Tim Cook, managed to continue Apple's illustrious path by upholding the values and ideals that Jobs had established. By utilizing the brilliant and creative talents at Apple, Tim Cook continues to innovate and design products of global quality to fulfill Steve Jobs' dream of creating a better world through technology. Now, Apple is reaping the fruits of these efforts and has become one of the most reputable and valuable brands in the world, in various fields such as smartphones, computers, smartwatches, and even electric and autonomous vehicles. The future of Apple looks very bright thanks to its resourceful and experienced specialists and engineers, a future that will be inspirational for the next generation of innovators around the globe.